Are we?
Welcome to Cha Cha Chat. Roz, you have the big picture. You're the big center picture. I'm just on this in the corner. And this is
No.
we have our guest host,
Hey guys.
Ros Lynam, and we're discussing publicly. And so hopefully we don't say anything mean because like the director might like blacklist us. They might say like, "Oh my God, he didn't like this movie. We can't work with him." Like, what if I want to hire this guy and like work with him?
So is that a little preview that you're basically we're gonna chat about you disliking this film?
Well, no, like I want to be unfettered. I want to be able to just like say what comes into my mind and what my thoughts are.
No one's holding you back, Mike. Let's
All
do
right,
this.
this is me unchained. I'm unchained.
Okay. Which that's like next movie is gonna be that. What's that movie? Django Unchained.
Django Unchained. Oh yeah, that was dark. That movie was really
The chat
like
can be unchained.
chained.
Okay. Well, okay, so we'll take it back to Cha Cha Real Smooth, which is the film we both recently viewed,
Sure.
and now we're having a chat about it.
I thought
So
it was good. I give it a thumbs up. My wife. So here's where it comes in. My wife was not. She was not. She was like she got bored and left. Um,
oh,
so
I don't.
but my wife is like she loves the Marvel stuff. She loves like superheroes or like people fighting and like witches and magic. But
Yeah.
I personally thought it was great. But my wife was not number one fan of this movie because
I'll have
it doesn't have the action.
Yeah, and I thought there was going to be more dance scenes
Right,
based on the trailer, right? So
right.
if I was wanting anything more, I was just wanting more dancing.
More dancing. Yeah, no,
Uh,
there was. It's I'm thinking about it now, and there really is. They could have done. I mean, he kind of choreographs this thing where he's like trying to get how to get people to join the dance, and it's like he's coming up with some moves. But that was only like one small scene, and that was really kind of like a side scene. It wasn't the one. Well, so I mean, the era of Hollywood with the big dance numbers that's been gone. That was like what, the 20s or something, the like the 40s, where
Jim
like
First, Fred Astaire.
right, yeah, where they had the big lavish. I guess the Barbie movie kind of did it.
Was there dancing? There was some. Yeah, there was some dancing. Oh, the Ken,
Yeah, the Ken beat the beach off.
enough and stuff. Yeah, I would say so. I'm trying to remember the first time. I think this was the second time I actually watched this. Sometimes a second, if it's not a film that I've seen 100 times, if I'm only seeing a film 2 times, the second time kind of hits differently. Or I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm going crazy now. I don't quite remember if that was just the second time I watched it or not. But I do think I, I don't think I interpret it differently. I think this is definitely the first time watching it since I did a little digging on the director, I would say.
Right.
And so what one thing, in some of the commentary I read, or basically like why he made the film, and I or part of the reason or part of the characters, it's like loosely based on his life, but not really autobiographical.
Sure.
Because there are some things that were similar to kind of how he was feeling in post college years, I believe.
Sure.
And the
Well, he's still
Dakota.
pretty young. He's still like, what is he, like 25 or something? He's really young, isn't he?
I think he's older than that now, but I think I mean, maybe he was like 25 because this was just released now to Apple streaming, but the movie came out like in 2022 or 2021 or
Right.
something.
Okay.
Came out for a little bit. So obviously he's been working on it on a while. But what I was going to say is so Dakota Johnson's character or the daughter of Dakota Johnson, the kind of issues that girl has or whatever are
Right.
her issues. I think his sister in real life, this kid, the director's sister, is autistic or on the spectrum,
Gotcha.
I think. And then so there's that parallel. And then he says he did this film for his mother. And I guess his mother struggled with some like being bipolar or some mental illness or something. And so apparently Leslie Mann's character was supposed to have some troubles or something. I was like, I didn't pick up on that at
Yeah,
all.
well, I mean, obviously, if he probably made her look. I I mean, she in the movie she comes off as like a very kind of perfect mom kind of character, which I assume he was just trying to make her look good because like he wanted her to look kind of perfect, so to speak. I mean, that was sort of because like she didn't really have any
encouraging,
right.
mom with a very, very limited role in the film anyway. I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, the only thing is that scene, which did strike me differently, like towards the end, where he asks I keep saying Dakota Fanning, Dakota Johnson,
I also make that mistake.
if she's been depressed, or he says like, oh, my mom, whatever it was, his answer was like, I think my mom just thinks it's easier for some people to be sad, or he says something like that.
Right.
And so that's the only thing, like he's calling attention to it, but otherwise through her behavior, through everything else, like I don't think I wouldn't have ever picked up on that.
Right, yeah, at the beginning there was one scene where they say she had some sort of an episode and like they don't show anything and they don't, they just kind of it's just like this awkward kind of moment at dinner where they're like, well, she had an episode, and then they drop it instantly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, I'd have to watch it one more time to see would I pick up on something differently. And then the Brad Garrett character, I didn't remember him being so mean, or that was like he just seemed like he was
That's the dad-in-law.
Yeah, or a stepdad, right?
Right,
That's
the
what
stepdad.
Like,
right.
that is a stepdad, so potentially like the younger brother that does the jig conductor, video.
Right.
I would assume is like the biological child between Brad Garrett and Leslie Mann. I mean, not that matters, but to me it just seemed like
right.
Brother was like brother.
I felt like he was unnecessarily mean to the dad character. I felt like he was a little like kind of like, and I guess it's because he's like still angry at like the mother splitting up with the biological father, but like I got the impression that he was like, I hate you, you're not my dad, kind of a thing. That was
and I could see that, but also on the flip side, I feel like Brad Garrett's character seemed kind of like happy to make little snide remarks at him, like, "Oh, how much does a party guy make?" Or like, so it who knows, like at what point, which came first, the chicken or the egg with that, like who was who first, Right. But
who started it?
Yeah, and I think that the scene in the end, maybe I am crazy, or maybe I started to watch it one time and fell asleep and then never finished it, but the scene where they're in the car, when he's in the car with Dakota Johnson, and basically like, I mean, not that you think that they're going to get together as the movie's developing, but then like where it's just like so clear, and he's, sad or upset that like he likes her, she's never going to like him. I mean, that just was, it struck me in some way. I don't know.
It struck like you as what? Like a sad scene? Or, I mean, like for me, I was rooting for them not to get together. Like I didn't think they should. Like I didn't like the idea that Dakota Fanning was going to leave this guy that she was with. What? Yeah.
Dakota Johnson.
See, I messed it up too. Dakota Johnson was gonna mess up, like, because I feel like she's in a committed relationship and he's kind of coming in and fucking things up, right? Like he's I mean, I guess I shouldn't use it as a curse because we're on the stream, but
well, you said it was not for kids, so
well, that's true. I have marked it not for kids. This is not for children.
If home. You're a child, stop watching.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's that maybe it's just how I approach romantic relationships or something. I was like, almost it's that like if you want them to be, you kind of, in my opinion, I don't want to say like I've thought that you're supposed to root for them to be together, but it's just kind of like that. I guess I just don't like to see heartbreak,
Right.
Like, but that's such a part of human condition, human experience and stuff. But it was also kind of funny where he was like, "Oh, I think you have a lot of soulmates," or
right,
you probably have 4, and she says, "How many do you have?" He's like 1,600, like
12,000.
12 or 6, yeah, whatever the number was. Yeah. But no, I do think overall you see way more movies than I do, but an hour and a half of my time or an hour and 40 minutes or whatever it was like, okay, I didn't think that was it was thought-provoking enough, I would
Wait,
say.
you didn't think it was thought-provoking enough, or you did?
No, I did. I
You
did.
did. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I thought it was definitely worth watching. I'm actually looking for more movies like this. I don't know how that slipped past my radar because like for some reason Apple TV movies just they
Mhm.
exist and they just never somehow I don't know the way they do their marketing or something. I just never find out what's on Apple TV. And like I'm interested in more rom-com-y kind of conversational movies just because like I've seen so many like everyone's fighting movies, like superhero fighting, like it's just at some point you kind of it's like you know what I'll have a vegetable, right? Like it's sort of I've had all of the candies and stuff, like maybe I'll have something that's healthy for once. So
Yeah. I was listening to you, but sorry, when I go like
but I
it'll
could
be
tell that you were not paying attention at all, and I was just sitting there thinking to myself,
let me
okay,
repeat
so how do
that.
I deal
I'm
with the
glad this
fact that
is
she is
being
just not
recorded so I
here?
can go back. No, it's only because I on a tangent, I was thinking of a movie that Stella and I watched like last year, and thank God, and I was trying to Google like abortion clinic, Florida, blah 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 blah. Um, have you? No, that's not it. I thought I found it.
Well, this reminded me of a couple of other movies. I was thinking, have you ever seen The Kid Detective?
I don't think so. What's
It's
that one?
I don't know if the actors are even. I think most of the actors are all unknown people, but it's basically like a coming of age story where this kid, when he was in a high school, was like he would solve all these crimes really quickly, and he wouldn't even really investigate them. He would just be like, "Oh, this guy did it. This guy did it," and everyone talked about how great he was as a kid. And then when he grows up, he's like trying to solve a real case, and it's much harder, and it's much like everyone is treating him like, why didn't you solve it? You're supposed to be this great detective. It was anyway, just the theme of like being kind of immature but also like out of your depth. I felt like that thematically connected to the idea of like he's a little young to be talking about such a serious relationship. Maybe I don't know. I'm not personally. I'm a late bloomer. So my attitude is like you wait till you're much more put together to like have the real deal.
Feelings, yeah.
But that's I mean I don't know, maybe that's not right. I mean maybe I've wasted a huge chunk of my life. I don't know. Right? Like,
No, but I think it's the difference between I don't know, like people wanting I mean, a lot of experience with certain things. Like I guess it's just yeah, what your approach is if you're thinking or if a person thinks more of like, oh, hopefully like you meet someone and you really, really want to be invested in and like don't care to I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm trying to say some people now, or even me myself, it's like I don't look at every relationship with somebody as something that I think is going to be like everlasting and like,
right,
oh, my true soulmate and my true partner
right.
of things. So I think that sometimes people just, or I don't know. I was going to say they like someone to like someone, but I guess that's not what the case was here. But of course, me, a divorced single mom, like you look at all the other elements at play, you're like, do you really think you do want to be with like, I mean, just their life differences, like the difference in their life stages and everything she's been through that he would really have no idea about, so
Right.
it's a very naive mindset to kind of, um, he just had a very naive mindset. It's not just as simple as like, oh, I kind of like you, you kind of like me. It's like, this is all this other really real stuff at play.
Right, exactly. And that's why I wasn't rooting for them to get together. I was like, and I know you don't want him to get heartbroken, but like um she's had more experience with like real to use a real relationships. Like she's been in like a much more serious relationship than he's ever been in. So it's
Yeah.
sort of like it to me they didn't seem like a good match. Just because like you want to be on the same kind of plane.
Hmm.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess this is kind of a spoiler because we revealed that they kind of don't get together at the end. So that is so. Just go back in time and erase your memory if you were watching this.
Yeah, and you intend to see the movie. Maybe what we should do, we can go live on recommendations or mentioning something about what we're going to watch next.
Yeah, sure.
Because I did just identify the movie that I was thinking that Stella and I watched. Have you ever heard? It's also kind of, it's a comedy slash drama, is what, but rated
That could
R.
be Poison.
2024.
Uh-oh.
Suncoast.
Suncoast. That's not the one with Andy Samberg, is it? The time travel one?
No.
I'm thinking of Palm Springs.
Okay. Is it, or okay, I was confusing. I was thinking of like Palm Royale and then another movie that I think has, or a show that has the word springs in it. But no, this is another one that was a young director. Let's see how old this girl. Yeah, I mean, this woman is our age, Laura Chin. She was born in 1986. Also loosely based on like her upbringing or things that happened to her when she was a teenager. It's an American coming of age drama film written and directed by Laura Chin in her feature directorial debut. So look, this is kind of funny. We're picking all these like young directors.
Right, yeah. But so that's the thing though, is like, so there's the you give and you take, right? Like, so you pick apart their movie and you say like why it was. On the other hand, like, let's say this stream goes like super viral and everyone's really interested in hearing what we have to say about it. Boom, sell a million copies. It's a hit, right? So like, on one hand gives, the other hand takes.
Movie bought, Michael. This is how we're gonna do it. One little chat at a time. But so the overview, it says a teen living with her strong-willed mother must take her brother to a specialized facility. She strikes up an unlikely friendship with an eccentric activist at protests surrounding a landmark medical case. So it's based on the case. Remember Terry Schiavo, whose
name is familiar,
whose husband wanted to pull the plug on her, but
right, they did a South Park about that one.
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, it was a big deal. It went to the Supreme Court. Like,
right, yes, that was...
who really, you know, the husband was her husband, so he had the medical power of attorney, or like he was the one that was saying that, but her parents were saying no, and she had lived in a vegetative state for like 15 years or something, was never going to get better. Like, but anyway, Laura Linney is in this, Woody Harrelson, and then a bunch of kind of unknowns, but it's called Suncoast, and it won some stuff at Sundance and different stuff. And so
okay, I have a question for you about Woody Harrelson. This is tangential, but I'm curious about this because you know Woody Harrelson started off on Cheers, right? That was his first big...
Okay, yeah.
He was Woody. He played Woody. He literally played a guy named Woody on Cheers,
okay.
Right? And like on Cheers, he's like an ingenue. He's a young, naive. He comes from the country, and he goes into the Cheers bar, and he's like, "Oh, gee, I don't know." I mean, he's like the nice, like Southern. He's almost like Kenneth from 30 Rock. Do you know 30 Rock with Kenneth?
Yeah.
So like he's kind of a naive, almost like a hick kind of like naive guy. And then all of a sudden, like later in his life, Woody Harrelson plays this tough guy, like super savvy, like. So when did he like switch it around from like the naive?
When was he no longer cast as like the doofus character?
Yeah, right. When did he switch from being like this idiot who doesn't know anything, you know, decent? He's just a good guy who just is innocent. To now he's like the tough, like, oh yeah, I know everything. I'm a tough guy, right? Like that's the role he plays in everything now, right? Is like he's like the seasoned veteran who knows everything about everything.
I mean, I was gonna say, was it when he started to lose his hair more, and so he looked more like mean about it? He looked like he could have done some time in prison. Is that what happened?
He lost his hair. That's, you know, less hair is definitely a sign of evilness, as we know from Austin Powers. So.
Yeah, right. Mini-Me, Dr. Evil. Um, I'd have to say I don't know enough about Woody Harrelson's whole. I'm trying to go back. Was it 2000? Oh, 1994, Natural Born Killers.
What maybe he killed someone and then he decided he was going to be a bad guy. That was.
Kingpin was
Oh,
1996.
Kingpin was too depressing. I couldn't like they stick his hand in that thing and I was just like, "Oh, that's so miserable." I know that was supposed to be a comedic moment, but like it was not comedic to me.
Yeah, I'm just looking through some of his stuff. I think the bigger. I mean, 2013, Freebirds, an animated film. Never saw that one. But yeah. Well, did you tell Lily? Did you spoil the end? You'll have to tell her not to watch this in case she ever decides to.
So here's I watched the beginning of it on my own, and then Lily said, "We'll watch it in the other room. We'll watch it together." And then I watched about the kind of the second half of it, and then she just left. She was. She.
Listen, life's too short to sit around and, watch something. Be forced to watch something you don't want to watch.
And then she put on Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the 90s.
That's a good show.
That's good. That's good stuff. She also likes what is it? The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix, which is like they did like a grittier, darker version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Not familiar with that one, but
it's kind of like they gave it the Wednesday treatment where it's like she's spooky.
I have to check it out. What I really need to find is I saw online somewhere that, all the cheesy Hallmark, like, Christmas movies.
Yeah. Like, my favorite is Christmas Movie Christmas. Have you ever seen Christmas Movie Christmas?
No.
So Christmas Movie Christmas is a Hallmark movie about getting stuck in a Hallmark movie.
Oh. And they're trying to, they got to break out of that Hallmark movie?
Right. So she starts off and she's like, I love Christmas movies and I'm depressed and I'm watching Christmas movies. So she's like the typical Hallmark, like stereotypical, like Hallmark viewer where she's like, she wants this emotional movie and she's so upset. And then like there's a curse and she gets put into a Christmas movie where she's like living the cliches of a Christmas movie inside the Christmas movie. It's called Christmas Movie Christmas. It was brilliant. It was like this is so deep and cerebral for a Hallmark movie.
I don't remember. I guess I'm not sure if it's Hallmark or Lifetime, but my friend Jackie has already been watching like whatever's like the 42 Days of Christmas, like a different Christmas movie. She's like, yeah, it's a different movie every day, but the plot's basically the same.
Right. Of course.
Why are you doing this?
Right. But there's also Hot Frosty. Did you see Hot Frosty?
No.
That was on Netflix. That wasn't even a Hallmark movie where I forget the actress, but she's like wishes for Frosty to come to life, and he comes to life, and he's like a beefcake man. He's like one of these like supermodel stud abs, like, and it's called Hot Frosty.
Man,
it sounds like a deranged sex move, but it's like Hot Frosty. Yeah. We couldn't watch it because it was so boring. It was so poorly done. It was so.
You need to check out. I don't know where this can be streamed, but I play a lot of pickleball, and there's a pickleball Christmas is.
Oh, okay. That's part of the conspiracy to make pickleball like the most important sport. Because like my mom got it. My mom's like pickleball. I'm like, whoa, Mom, what happened to you? Did someone zap you with a pickleball beam or something? Like, why did you get so into this?
Well, that's what happens. You start to play, and then there's just like life before and after pickleball.
I understand. So, I get it.
I played this morning. I was at the Y at like 7:05, and
that sounds insane to go play sports at 7:05. That's like the idea of doing that to me.
It's indoors, but there's people that they start putting up the nets like at 6:15. I think you should. You also you could play evening. I realize there's some clubs and stuff that do like a late 8 to 11 p.m. You should check out that time frame if that's a better time frame. Then you and your mom could play. It would be cute.
Right, well, my mom is in Florida now, but yes.
Do you I mean, I just was gonna ask that, or I assume that she's in Florida. Do you I can't remember if you ever go down to Florida at all when
We
they're
do,
there?
we do, we do. That's basically our big vacation. Is to go down to Florida,
Mhm.
and we didn't last a season because they got hit by a hurricane, so it kind of messed everything up. But
Yeah.
usually we do a visit down to Florida, which is nice. And it's what is it, Siesta Key, which is where the beaches are like the best beaches ever.
Oh, really?
They like they paid some marketing thing to say like they're the best beaches in the world, and they're probably pretty good, but like best, I
Mhm.
mean, it sounds like marketing hype.
I had a stroke of I keep calling it a stroke of madness, like, on Sunday into Monday, and for a second, I was thinking about doing a last-minute trip home to Delaware for Christmas, and I was like, "No, it's just not gonna work out," but I was telling someone about it. I was actually playing pickleball Monday night, and I looked up and because people sometimes will be like, "Where are you from again?" And they don't, like, "Oh, when you're going home, where's home?" And I was saying Delaware, and then I looked up and this guy was wearing a Bethany Beach sweatshirt, and I was like, Bethany Beach, I was like, and then I actually asked him about it. I said, "Oh, so are you from?" Or I just asked about his sweatshirt, and he's like, "Oh no, this is Bethany Beach, Michigan." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry." There's a Bethany
Well,
Beach in
it's,
Delaware,
at
not the
least it
same.
wasn't Bethany Beach, Iowa, right? It's sort of like
Yeah, yeah. Um, it was another point to my story, but I don't remember it. But no, we're gonna stick around here all of the break that we have.
you sound excited about that. It sounds like that's something you're really looking forward to.
No, I mean, I am actually. Part of me was a little bit like wrapping my head around it would be nice to go to Delaware, but I love my family. I just don't like to, necessarily be around them for so long. And then
Keep in mind that this they could watch this theoretically. So I
I thought you said, I mean, or no. I said, if you listened, Michael, the first thing I said was, I love my family.
but
I didn't say that. You said that. This is, I would just easily be able to explain that this is just an AI.
but I've created a deep fake of Ros Lynam based on your Facebook profile pictures
Pretty
and
much.
other things, and I
Pretty
can
much.
just make you say whatever I want, and it's just totally fake.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I should do that. Like fakeros.com. I should just make like a whole website of just like you realize that there are like actresses who are like they have like famous people who have agents and they're like doing movies with.
Yes. Actually, so that's what, when I did sit down to read through more of it, or like the day that I think I read through more of it and replied on Sunday, what made me be like, let me sit down and try to do this is because I saw, I don't know if it was Wall Street Journal or New York Times, but yes, it was an article about this actress, but it was an AI, it was a totally fake
Yeah.
actress. And you know what else I just saw today that was saying, who's going to really be getting pushed out of things um, are like travel influencers, because people are just making like AI, you know, reels, videos, or whatever that are fake. And like, so all the travel influencers that have been getting free perks and, oh, come stay here and check this place out. I mean, like they could
Oh
be getting
yeah. That's
pushed.
that. That's I just saw a video that was about like there's a whole industry now of just like you want to make something about a product, you want to make something about a like an you want to do influencer videos. You can just create a totally virtual influencer based. You just pick the. You can even just pick the product off of the Amazon like list, and then you'll have the person will be like, "Here it is," right? And they're holding it up, and it's like, "This is the best skin cream ever." It's not even a real person. It's just like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I know we keep saying that it's just insane how rapidly like things are going to keep like going this direction and changing, but it really is. I mean, I feel like things will be even totally different like 6 months from now,
oh
3 months
yeah,
from
it's crazy. I try and keep up with it. I try and make my goofy little videos, and it's just like every day there's some new thing that you can do, or it
Well,
just
now I have
changes.
to be like, is that a real movie? Or like that trailer? What trailer was it where I was just like, I know there's no way this is a real trailer. But I had to Google, like your accountant one. It was the one that
Right,
you
the
did.
dyslexic accountant. Yeah, the dyslexic accountant. That could be a hit. That could be a hit movie, right? Like he keeps making all of these mistakes, and then like because he makes all the mistakes, everyone like it throws a wrench in everything, and it like ruins everyone's plans. So perfect. That's a great. There you go. Hit movie.
Hit movie.
Smash
Yeah.
it.
I'm just laughing that I did. You tricked me. I was like, I'm like 98% sure that this is not a real movie. But then I Googled the trailer to be like, dyslexic accountant, is it? Oh man.
And then I got the sign with the letters all backwards and messed up. That was a fun project to work on for the trailer.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I'll put a link to this in the video description of the dyslexic accountant in case you want to.
I gave it 2 thumbs up, that movie.
2 thumbs up. That movie, yeah. We'll have to see that made. I mean, maybe I'll write the screenplay for it. I could do a screenplay for it. There you go.
Yeah.
Get it optioned.
Well, I guess we don't want to talk so publicly to all the millions of viewers, but I was just gonna again be like, yeah, next steps or your screenplay, but
Oh, I have no secrets about my screenplay. If someone wants to hear about the fact that I'm writing a screenplay, like I will talk to them about it. Like it's just, even if you're just a random person, they're like, "Hey, you," like on the street, "Are you writing a screenplay?" Well, thank you for saying hello. Yes, I am writing a screenplay. So I'm not secret about it, but I have no idea what to do with it. There are some people I'm trying to tell them to like look at it, and they're like so angry at Hollywood that they just don't even want to like be involved with screenplays at all. And it's like, don't you get the whole point of this screenplay is revenge? That's the whole reason I'm writing it, right? Like that's the whole purpose of the screenplay.
right.
That was sort of a joke moment, but I guess you took it seriously.
I'm just thinking, I wonder too, though, of the people who have ideas. Like my dad always had ideas for a script or an idea or this or that, and I mean, he would have like millions of notepads all over the place.
Sure.
But like, I wonder how many books are written that go unpublished. I wonder how many movies, screenplays, or like even, it hasn't been that much time, and I feel like you put it was like very thorough, everything that you've written out, and then you can keep reworking this same one for a while, but when what I just like, I wonder how much creativity doesn't get out to the world,
Songs that voices never shared.
Yeah.
Right, from Paul Simon.
Well, no, I'll have to look that one up. But I feel like, songs, being a musician, being able to write songs and also being able to play and perform is probably like the creative pursuit that you can actually not really be that famous, but get out to the world more commonly. You know what I mean? Because like someone can write a song and then like we're talking about your screenplay, but we can't really go that much. We could read the whole thing out loud.
Right.
But it's like a song could be 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Somebody makes it, somebody plays it, and it's like, it's done,
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I think about this, like, or I go watch cheesy tribute bands sometimes, or, you go somewhere like Nashville, or even a place like Dallas. You can go somewhere and hear at like a restaurant, a bar that has like live music. Of course, the person isn't famous, but you're like, wow, they're really talented, or they're playing their own music. So like, at least they're getting that creative outlet and they're actually getting to perform. They may not be famous, but at least it's touching more people,
Right.
Whereas like a book that someone wrote is not going to get that much exposure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I also do art, which also doesn't get seen by anyone. But
that's no, I mean, art too. I mean, you have a better chance of getting it out there and sharing it.
I got some sort of weird chest thing. I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm not having a heart attack.
Yeah, me too. Is it just heartburn or something? Come on.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I was going to say, you're getting old, Michael, but can I just say, like, how much, honestly, I was like, I was thinking about it even yesterday when I or whatever day we texted to schedule this, that I'm so sorry that I didn't I know I've asked you when your birthday was, I guess over the summer, and I feel like I wrote it down, or I feel like I took note, but you're my second friend who turned 40 in the fall, though, that I actually didn't make a big deal about 40 being a milestone. One's
Right.
like a college friend. And I think I texted her happy birthday. And then 3 weeks later, I was like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. That was your 40th birthday, wasn't it? Right. And she just was like, not a big deal. But I was laying in bed, or I don't know, I happened to look at my calendar again or something, or maybe it was something you posted, and then I looked and I'm like, shit, this was on my calendar. I was like, how did I miss this? And then, but I think I still got it in under the wire, or it was at least still your birthday my time.
Yes. Well, it doesn't count if it's not on your birthday. That's true. To quote 30 Rock, there's this executive who chooses who's going to succeed in the company because they sent him a birthday card on time, and his daughter didn't send him a birthday card on time, and and he puts the birthday card from Jack Donaghy on top of the picture of his daughter, and he's like, that's it. That's the real deal. They wish me a happy birthday. He's the guy.
Easy to please. I'll just say I will try never to forget your birthday. But
it really is not a big deal, and I don't care.
I mean,
I really, if I just get through the rest of the day without dying, because now I'm concerned that I'm actually going to die. So
but it's not supposed to be a heart attack's not a chest pain, right? It's when you have pain that shoots down.
I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's a heartburn or something. I don't know. I had a soda. I had a Slurpee. Those usually aren't chest pain inducing things.
Right. Well, I'll check in with you later.
Yeah, make sure to follow up. Just to make sure that I'm not dead.
Yeah. What time does Lily come home from work?
Usually about 5:30.
5:30 your time, so it's already 3:46. So that's
right. Yeah. So I could have been dead for 2 hours before she finds me.
Don't say that. Let's change the subject. Well, are you doing anything? I guess I should have said Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. It's day 4 tonight. It's fourth day.
Are you making any latkes? Are you lighting the menorah?
We're lighting the menorah. We have not made any latkes. Did I send you I'll send you a picture of our menorah tonight so you can see the candles.
Do. You guys have a Trader Joe's there, right?
Everyone loves Trader Joe's. We had a beef fresh, and the prices were really good. And then eventually it went out of business because I guess the prices were too good, because there was a beef fresh that was right next to us, and it was really good. And they had a good selection, and the prices were good. And then they just stopped. Do you find
Trader Joe's pricing to be bad? Or is
I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay. But the beef fresh was really good.
Yeah. Well, I just bring Trader Joe's up because even my Jewish friend Jackie, who's, she's my kid's Jewish godmother, she always, I don't think she does latkes from scratch that much anymore. I don't even remember her ever really, but she's big on that the frozen Trader Joe's latkes are actually really good. And I remember I used to buy them every once in a while. So just throwing it out there. If you don't want to make latkes, but you feel like having some, go hit up Trader Joe's.
I wonder whether I could get latkes on DoorDash, right? That's what
I don't know, but you know what? Maybe we need to start if you can't get them, maybe start a home kitchen. Let's make some latkes. My friend, one of my friends from college, I don't really talk to her that much anymore. Shout out to Becca.
All right, Becca, shout out.
Becca. One year I went home. I went to her house. She was from Malvern, PA, so not that far from where we grew up.
Gotcha.
And her dad, they always had an annual Hanukkah party where they would make different kinds of latkes, and then they would have like their guests vote on which the best latke was. And this wasn't like a potluck. It's not like different people brought them. All of the latkes were made by her father, like, and by the family. They just were different versions. So like the year, and sometimes they would, like the year they went to Alaska, and I think that one had like salmon bits like in the latke. And then they went to
That's exotic.
yeah, they went to Hawaii, and so there were little pineapple chunks.
Pineapple, of course. Pineapple latke. That sounds awful.
Well, the funny thing is, like, so her older sister was married already, and so Danny was, the brother-in-law, and her dad had this apron that was latke king is what his said, and Danny's was said sous chef. He was the sous chef. So like for years, I just called Danny sous chef. It was funny, but
that's fair.
I only went 1 year, but I remember having a really nice, really good time. It was a good party.
Okay, I have to cut this off because I don't know what the deal is.
Are you serious about your chest?
My chest is really seriously hurting very badly.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what the deal is.
Off, but okay, I'll check on you.
It's an intense pain in my chest, and I don't know whether I don't know whether it's like a cramp now or what. But if I don't do another, if this is my last stream, goodbye, everyone. It was a nice life.
Oh, I hope
It was nice to know you all.
You're like, shut up about the latkes.
Like, the latkes is a good story. I would love, on another day, I would have comments, like witty comments about latkes and something.
Okay.
I don't know. My cousin did
having chest pains.
My cousin did a short story, like Too Many Latkes, and it was about like a latke replicator, and like there were just like so many. It was sort of like Trouble with Dribbles. Anyway, my point is, I gotta go because I can't remain upright.
Okay, I'll check on you, but I hope you feel
all right. It was nice seeing you. This is Ros Lynam, movie expert, yellow hoodie wearer, and just generally awesome person. Thank you for stopping by on the Doodle stream.
Of course.
I have a doodle that I'll post later that I was working on before. And thank you so much for being here. And I'm sorry to be rude and stop the stream, but I can't do it anymore.
Just can't do it anymore. Feel better, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you.